is a chilling truth. The most dangerous people aren't the ones who shout their intentions. They're the ones who sit in the shadows, watching, calculating, and never revealing their next move. Sigma males are the masters of this silent power. You see, the most terrifying thing isn't their unpredictability. It's their complete lack of care for your expectations. They don't need to dominate the room. They don't need your approval, and they certainly don't care about fitting into your narrative. It's like staring at a storm cloud, wondering if it's going to rain or if it's just silently waiting for you to make the wrong move. Sigma males, they never need to act. They are the action. They're unreadable, unbothered, and just a step ahead of everyone, even when they're standing still. And here's the kicker. What makes them truly terrifying isn't just what they do, it's what they don't. They don't make promises, they don't beg for attention, and they sure as hell don't apologize for their silence. So buckle up, because we're about to uncover the 6 things Sigma males do without even trying that will make anyone nervous around them. And trust me, if you've been hiding anything, they already know. Number 1, embracing solitude over social conformity. Society often champions extroversion, equating a full social calendar with success. But Sigma males challenge this notion by thriving in solitude. Unlike introverts who may avoid social interactions due to anxiety, Sigmas intentionally distance themselves, not out of fear, but because they see solitude as a source of power. This rejection of collective validation unsettles many, as humans are wired for social conformity. When someone doesn't seek approval, it disrupts the norm, making others question their own dependence on external affirmation. Think of it like choosing to dine alone at a restaurant, not because you lack friends, but because you genuinely enjoy the experience of eating in peace, savoring every bite without small talk. This concept fascinates and sometimes intimidates people who believe solitude is synonymous with loneliness. Yet history is filled with brilliant minds like Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, and even Steve Jobs, who embrace solitude to refine their thoughts and create groundbreaking ideas. Sigmas aren't antisocial. They are selectively social. While many invest in wide social circles, Sigmas prefer a few deep, meaningful connections. They don't chase attention, but their mysterious independent nature often draws others in. Unlike alphas, who command groups, Sigmas navigate life on their own terms, engaging only when they find genuine value. Ultimately, Sigmas prove that solitude isn't a weakness, it's a strength. Their ability to detach from societal expectations gives them a unique perspective, allowing them to think independently, act decisively, and master their own destiny. Number 2, exuding unwavering self-confidence. Confidence is powerful, but true self-assurance, the kind that doesn't waver in the face of judgment, is rare. Sigma males embody this trait effortlessly, unlike others who seek validation through status, applause, or social circles. Sigmas move through life with an internal compass. Their confidence isn't loud or performative. It's quiet, self-sustaining, and unshakable. Think about a cat walking into a room. It doesn't need permission to exist. It owns the space without a second thought. It doesn't perform tricks for approval like a dog might. This is the essence of a Sigma male's confidence. They don't seek validation. They operate on their own terms. This level of self-possession can be unsettling to those who rely on external reinforcement. Why? Because it highlights their own insecurities. Psychologically, people are wired to mirror social cues for acceptance. When someone doesn't conform, it disrupts that dynamic. Studies show that humans experience cognitive dissonance when faced with individuals who reject societal norms. Sigmas, by remaining indifferent to peer pressure, become a mirror reflecting how much others depend on approval. This can make some people feel inferior or even threatened. If a Sigma doesn't react to social hierarchies, flattery, or pressure, it forces others to question why they do. This is why their presence can be both admired and resented. They aren't trying to be intimidating, but their very nature unsettles those who haven't cultivated the same level of self-reliance. In the end, true confidence isn't about proving anything. It's about knowing who you are and refusing to be anything else. And that, in itself, is a rare and formidable power. Number 3, rejecting traditional social hierarchies. In a world where titles, ranks, and status symbols dictate social dynamics, Sigma males are the quiet rebels. They walk a different path, not out of defiance, but because they see no logic in the constant scramble for validation, unlike alphas who thrive in leadership roles, or betas who seek guidance within the hierarchy. Sigmas reject the structure altogether. Their indifference to status is unsettling to those who have spent their lives climbing an invisible ladder. Think of society as a giant game of Monopoly. Most people are either buying properties, trying to stay in the game, or competing to be the Sigma male. He tosses the board aside and decides to create his own game. One where there are no landlords, no rent to pay, and no need to bankrupt others to win. The irony. He still manages to have fun, build success, and live life on his own terms, leaving others wondering how he did it. Sigmas challenge the very foundation of social systems by prioritizing personal freedom over external expectations. Research in psychology suggests that nonconformists often exhibit higher levels of self-reliance, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. This makes them unpredictable and difficult to control. When a Sigma refuses to play by conventional rules, whether in the workplace, relationships, or society, he exposes the illusion of hierarchy, making people question whether they, too, have been blindly following an outdated system. The discomfort others feel around Sigmas isn't just about their independence. It's about the realization that true power doesn't come from rank or status. It comes from self-mastery, adaptability, and the courage to carve out a unique path, even when the world expects conformity. Number 4, possessing an enigmatic aura. The aura of mystery surrounding a Sigma male is a double-edged sword, both captivating and unnerving. Throughout history, mystery has been a powerful tool in commanding respect and curiosity. Figures like Nikola Tesla, Bruce Lee, and even ancient philosophers like Lao Tzu all carried an air of secrecy that left people both intrigued and slightly unsettled. When a Sigma male operates in silence, keeping personal matters locked away, he becomes an enigma, like a book with missing pages or a puzzle without an obvious solution. This isn't an intentional act of deception, but rather a natural disposition. He understands that knowledge is power, and by revealing less, he retains control over social dynamics. Psychologists argue that humans fear what they don't understand. This is why horror movies rely on the unseen to build suspense. Our minds fill in the blanks with the worst possibilities. The same psychological principle applies to a Sigma male's mystique. His lack of emotional transparency or predictable behavior can make people uneasy, as they can't categorize him into familiar social boxes. At the same time, this makes Sigmas irresistible. Curiosity is hardwired into the human brain. The unknown triggers a desire to explore and understand, which is why the world is drawn to figures who remain just out of reach. In the end, the Sigma male's mystery isn't just a personality trait. It's an unintentional social experiment. The more he keeps to himself, the more others want to decode him. But like a locked diary, his secrets remain his own, leaving those around him fascinated yet frustrated, intrigued yet intimidated. Number 5, demonstrating unpredictable behavior. Human beings are creatures of habit. We find comfort in knowing what comes next, what time we wake up, what route we take to work, even the way our friends and family behave. Predictability provides a sense of security. When life follows a pattern, we feel in control. Now, enter the Sigma male, a lone wolf unbound by societal expectations, moving to the beat of his own drum. His actions are anything but predictable. One day, he's in town grabbing coffee. The next, he's off to Japan on a spontaneous adventure. No warning, no itinerary, just a decision made in the moment. This kind of behavior disrupts the natural human tendency to seek stability. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. When reality contradicts expectations, our brains scramble to make sense of it. People around the Sigma often feel uneasy because they can't categorize or anticipate his moves. Is he coming to the party? Will he stay at this job? Will he even text back? No one knows, and that's the point. But while unpredictability may breed anxiety for some, it also sparks admiration and intrigue. There's a reason spontaneous, adventurous people are often perceived as charismatic or even mysterious. Sigma's actions push others out of their comfort zones, forcing them to question their own rigid routines. In a world obsessed with schedules, safety, and certainty, the the Sigma remains a wild card, unshackled, unpredictable, and impossible to control. Number 6. Displaying relentless pursuit of personal goals. Sigma males operate on a different wavelength, one that thrives on independence, self-mastery, and relentless ambition. Their unwavering focus on personal goals isn't just a lifestyle, it's a philosophy. Unlike most people who seek validation through social status or external rewards, the Sigma's drive is deeply intrinsic. They aren't competing with others, they're competing with their past selves. This level of dedication can be unsettling to those who have settled into comfort. When a Sigma male walks into a room, his mere presence can expose the gap between ambition and stagnation. It's not that he's actively trying to outshine anyone, but his discipline serves as a silent reminder of what's possible with focus and effort. This can create discomfort in others, forcing them to reflect on their own unrealized dreams and untapped potential. Think about it. While the average person spends hours scrolling through social media or binge watching the latest hit series, the Sigma male is refining his craft, building a business, or diving into deep intellectual pursuits. This contrast can make people defensive. Instead of being inspired, they may feel threatened, turning admiration into jealousy. Psychologically, this reaction is rooted in cognitive dissonance. When confronted with someone whose discipline contradicts their own habits, people either change or rationalize their complacency. Many choose the latter, labeling the Sigma as obsessed or too serious rather than facing their own lack of action. In reality, Sigmas don't demand that others match their intensity. They simply refuse to slow down for anyone, and that in itself can be intimidating. Sigmas, your journey is one of introspection and authenticity. By embracing these traits, you not only carve your own path, but also inspire others to question societal norms and seek their truth. Remember, it's not about instilling fear, but about embodying a presence so authentic that it challenges others to reflect on their own lives. So, fellow Sigmas, continue to walk your path with confidence and integrity. Your existence is a testament to the power of individuality in a conformist world.